Hi, thanks for clicking on our website to learn about the Ocean City auction sale coming up in May during Cruising Week. Basically what we're looking for you to do, give you a few ideas of why it's more important for you to consider selling at auction sale than trying to sell it on the street yourself. The Ocean City Cruising Week has been an annual event for the last 27 years and is sanctioned by the city of Ocean City. There are over 40,000 people who come during that week to look at the cars, and there's probably about 10,000 of them on display in and out throughout the city. The auction process is simple, easy, hassle-free, and free you up to be able to enjoy the event without having to worry about selling your car or standing by and waiting for somebody to come by and make you an offer on the car. The sale is held inside the Ocean City Convention Center, where people that are hundreds of buyers have been promoted to come to the sale to inspect your car and view it prior to the auction sale itself. The auction staff takes the burden off of you to qualify the buyer, see that they have the funds to be able to purchase the car, and take care of all the paperwork that is necessary to make sure the car is delivered to the buyer without hassle-free. The auction forces the interested buyers to compete amongst themselves to bid for your car. No longer will you have to stand there and negotiate and wait for them to look at it 4 or 5 times and give warranties or anything of that nature and let them take it for a test drive. They'll be able to inspect it prior to the auction sale, see it drive up to the auction block, and then there the bidding is taken. We take the bidding, well, one of the auctioneers will be selling it, they get to the high point, and when you have the opportunity to say yes or no to the high bid. If you like the bid, the auctioneer then says the car is going to be sold and solicits more bid to try to get you a higher price. Quite frankly, the higher price you get, the more money we get. So that's why we do not give up once we get to the high point. If you decided that the bid is not high enough for you, then we take the car, park it in an area where we let people know that the car is still for sale and that one of our auction staff will certainly negotiate a price to make it satisfactory to you and to the buyer, ensure that your car gets sold while it's there. Once it is sold, the auction staff takes care of the paperwork, processes the paperwork, collects the money, ensures that the funds are collected, gives the release forms to the buyer so the buyer can get the car out of the convention center by the end of the day. You don't have to worry about warranties or anything of that nature. What happens when the car is sold, it is sold. There are 2 ways to get your car registered for the auction sale. You go to the home page and up there's a tab to click on online registration. Fill out the paperwork there, it's automatically emailed to us. If you're not comfortable with doing that, you can go down to the bottom of the home page and click on print out the forms. After you fill them out, you can fax them in to us or you can email them. The most important thing is to get your car registered early so that we'll be able to promote your car nationwide to let people know that it'll be there, and when they get there they'll be able to see the car, inspect the car, and make their mind up to bid on the car when it comes up across the block. You also have the opportunity to sell any collection of memorabilia that you may have, or automotive parts that you may want to sell, because we also have a separate auction selling neons, other automotive related things out of that nature. Last year we sold a lot of die-cast cars and things like that, including an autographed baseball collection by one of the fellows who had baseball from famous players throughout the American and National Baseball League. We have a lot of satisfied sellers that have sold over the years for us. I can name you a few of them. Mike Needle of Universal Auto, Ron Sizemore of Fulton Motors, Craig Mullins of Gene's Auto Sales of Selbyville, Carl Newsom, a car enthusiast, also Kristen Dyson, a car enthusiast. You also have Jack Mullins, who has Buy Right Autos, who has sold numerous cars with us for the last few years. Over the 10 years, we've probably sold a couple thousand cars. So if you hadn't had the opportunity to come down to Ocean City and see the auction and see this event, you need to do that. We will certainly like to see you at the auction and get the price you like for your car. Should you have any questions, feel free to call any one of the 3 auctioneers that are listed at the bottom of the homepage and ask them questions that you may have concerning the selling of your car, or some tips, or want to know what price range might be for your car when it comes across the auction block. Remember, if you don't accept the high high bid at the auction, we have a staff member who will negotiate the price in the buy after the auction or buy now process at the auction sale to make sure that you get what you like.
100 was your buyer.
See you at the auction.
I gotta throw it the volume.
This truck, based on the customized